I've been in Thailand for over 2 weeks now, and I can tell you for a fact I've had the time of my life here. So I want to share with you some of the fun things or the best things that I did in Thailand, and even some suggestions just so you can try them out while you visit. So I visited Chiang Mai, Bangkok, and I'm currently in Phuket. So I have my itinerary all laid out and I'll share it with you. Take note for each of the locations and decide which one of them would best fit your situation. Bear in mind that I'm a traveler. I'm not just a vacationer. I love to vacation, I love holidays, but I love to travel. So I like adventure. I like to try out so many different things whenever I'm traveling, but it might not fit everybody's travel situations, but hopefully you find some inspiration there. If you're planning to spend 1 week in Thailand, I'll recommend you spend 2 days in Chiang Mai, 4 days in Phuket, and the remaining 2 days in Bangkok. But if you're spending 2 weeks in Thailand, I would recommend you spend 3 days in Chiang Mai, 6 days in Phuket, and the remaining 3 days or 4 days in Bangkok. Actually, you should spend more time in Chiang Mai than Bangkok because there isn't so much to do. It's more of city life. But your travel flow should be Chiang Mai, Phuket, and lastly Bangkok, because I'm hoping that whenever you're departing back to your home country, you'll be leaving through Bangkok. But also, if you feel like that is too much for you, you can just go to Phuket and Bangkok. For your time in Chiang Mai, the first on your itinerary should be like a temple run or temple excursions. I like to call it temple run because it's like there are so many beautiful temples here. And remember, Buddhism is like the religion or tradition in Thailand, and you would come across lots and lots of temples. Some of them are like tourist attractions, so it would be nice for you to visit them. So these are some of the ones that I visited. I do not want to butcher the names, but you can check them out. The favorite or the best one would be the one on the hill. It has such a nice, beautiful view, and you can go there like during sunset hours just to see the views and get to enjoy the ambience and the beauty of nature. Temple is called Wat in Thailand, and I also got to speak to some of the monks. They educate you about Buddhism. I learned so many interesting things, and one of the things that stood out to me is that one of the goals of Buddhism is to help you devoid from attachment. Remember to dress appropriately when you're going to any of the temples. Next is cafe hopping. It is not a lie that cafes in Thailand are so beautiful. They are not just places for you to eat and drink or get coffee. Some of them you can walk from there, you can do your remote work if you're working from there, you can relax, you can just unwind and enjoy nature. I visited some of the most beautiful and aesthetically pleasing cafes in Chiang Mai. One is Mushroom Cafe is so beautiful. Chef's kiss, you should definitely check it out. Next is Chom Cafe and Restaurant. This one is also very beautiful. I love the ambience. I think I got a drink there and it looks so beautiful. The pricing is also very decent. Next is Mars CNX. This one is like, the vibe is to be like Mars, that's the planet Mars, and it's so beautiful. I took lots of pictures there and I met nice people there as well. They took pictures with me. It looks so beautiful, you know. You should definitely check it out. And lastly is Dentewada Angels Waterfall. This is more of a waterfall than a cafe, but there's a cafe in there that you can also explore. It looks so beautiful. Oh my gosh, you should definitely check it out. Honestly, I'll put videos, you should see what it looks like. It is so worth your time. It is quite far from the city, but you can book a taxi on Grab or Bolt, whichever one that works best for you. Definitely Bolt because it's much cheaper, and if you're traveling with your friends, you can all split the bills, so it will make sense. Next is to visit the elephant sanctuary. Elephants are like the national animal in Thailand, and you will see them like everywhere in pictures, in their products and things that they are selling. You would literally see elephant pictures or structure everywhere in Thailand. So here there are some people that actually ride the animals, which is not recommended, but there are some places that they rescue those elephants and they treat them very nice and like more like a sanctuary. They care for them and nurture them. So if you go to any of the elephant sanctuary, you can do the mud spa, the bath, you can take a walk with the elephants, take pictures. The elephants have really been tamed, so you don't have to be scared. I took lots of pictures and it looked really nice, and I had a great time learning more about elephants. And lastly, you should definitely check out Chiang Mai Night Bazaar. You can do shopping there, you can enjoy the street food, you can learn more and infuse yourself with the culture there. I did some shopping there and I definitely tried out the street food. You don't want to miss the street food when you're visiting Thailand, honestly. Next, you should go to Phuket. In Phuket, there are so many interesting things to do here, especially for someone that likes to travel and explore everything. I really enjoy my time here in Phuket. If you didn't get to do the elephant sanctuary in Chiang Mai, you can also do it in Phuket. They have lots of amazing ones here. I think it's a lot cheaper in Chiang Mai than in Phuket, but you still get the same experience and feeling as the one in Chiang Mai. While in Phuket, you should definitely check out Madu Cafe. Remember I said cafes in Thailand are next level. They are not just places that you drink coffee. This one is mad. It's so beautiful. You can do the photo shoot on a boat laying flat in the lily. They have like the video sessions, like with the drone shots, with pictures. It's just so beautiful. It's worth your time. I promise you, if you're going to Phuket, make sure it is on your itinerary. I did it and I can assure you that it's so worth the time. So beautiful. They also have a cafe there and a restaurant that you can eat there. The food tastes very good. They have lots of different food on the menu and the price is very decent as well. Next, while you're in Phuket, you definitely want to do highland hopping. Highland hopping excursions are the most popular activity in Phuket. The most popular island is definitely Phi Phi Island, but if you can go to other islands, I definitely recommend for you to check those ones out. I went to Phi Phi Island and I can tell you it is very touristy. It is packed, except you get to go very early in the morning. Later in the afternoon, around 10 a.m 11 a.m, it's so busy and so packed. I got there around probably like 2 p.m and it was crazy. So if you have an opportunity to book a different island like Simlan Island, that was the one I really wanted to book, but the price is a bit higher than that of Phi Phi Island. So, and I think the timing and location wasn't just working for me. But if you can, I strongly recommend you either go to Phi Phi Island very early in the morning, or you just go to Simlan Island. There are different islands that you will stop. There's the Bamboo Island. There is like the different islands actually that you stop while you take all of those packages. They'll probably take you to like 4 or 5 islands, but trust me, the lesser the number of islands you go to, the better the experience, because some of them are just sightseeing. You don't get to actually enjoy and explore the island. You just take photos from the boat or something, and it's not really worth it. So I think if you are able to go to lesser number of islands, it will be much better for you. I think I did like 4 or 5, which was just like 2. We spent more time in transit than actually enjoying the island or the beach. And if you go to any of the islands you go to, you get the same experience with the mountain views, the beach view, the lake view. So beautiful, crystal clear water. And you can also do the long tail boats. That is the next on the itinerary. So while visiting any of the islands, you can take a long tail boat to explore the island, enjoy the scenery, and just connect with nature. Next, you want to go to Patong Beach. There's so much to do here. It's probably the most popular touristy spot or beach in Phuket. I did parasailing at Patong Beach and it was so beautiful. It was so what I actually did it twice. That's to tell you how extra I am. You should do the parasailing. There's also jet ski there. There are so many interesting things to do. There's the banana boat as well. It depends on what you like or what you prefer. I did just parasailing and I was okay with it. I've done parasailing before, but I wanted to do it again. Then you can also explore nightlife at Patong Beach. It is so fun. They have a lot of clubs, bars. You would see a lot of lady boys, people out there drinking, smoking. And remember, in Thailand, weed is legal here, so you can enjoy everything to the fullest and enjoy yourself if that is your vibe. I didn't get to go to any of the clubs because I wasn't interested in it, but it's something that you can also do if that interests you. Next, you should go to the Big Buddha. The entry here is free, so it's definitely worth it. The Big Head Buddha is so big and beautiful. It's actually over 40 meters tall. Can you imagine? So if you have the chance, you should check it out. It is so worth the time. The ambience and the environment looks so beautiful and peaceful, and it's not so touristy, or maybe I just went at the right time. But yeah, it's quite far as well, but you can easily go there by getting a boat or a Grab taxi. Next, you should definitely check out Rock Beach Swing. This is very popular for Instagram baddies or content creators to take photos there because it looks so beautiful, and they have so many photo spots that you can take pictures. And if you would like, you can go there with multiple outfits so that you can get as much pictures as possible. I would also suggest you go there around maybe 3 or 4 p.m. so that you can experience the daytime as well as the sunset view, because the sunset is so beautiful. I also did the swing thing and it's so nice. It's so worth it. Honestly, you should definitely check it out. And if you do go to Rock Beach Swing, you can also take a 1-minute walk to a Heaven restaurant and bar. They have very nice, beautiful, tasty menu. The food there was yum. After eating that day, I literally had food coma. I did not want to go back home. I just wanted to sit down there and sleep. The food is so beautiful. It's on a rooftop, so you get to enjoy the best view of Phuket, overlooking the ocean. Very beautiful, very peaceful. And if you're going around the sunset time, you get the best of both worlds. If you happen to stay at Pawaburi Beachfront Resort, this resort is so beautiful, I promise you. Next, you should do a floating breakfast at Pawaburi Beachfront Resort. This is the resort that I'm staying, and if you get the chance to stay here, you should definitely do it as well. But if you don't, you can do a walk-in or get a day pass and just do the floating breakfast and enjoy it. It is so worth it. It's very beautiful, the food is tasty, and you just enjoy yourself. So check it out or do it if you're here. If you do get to go to Pawaburi Beachfront Resort for the floating breakfast, then you should definitely check out Akoya Star Lounge. It is just a 5-minute walking distance from Pawaburi Beachfront Resort, and if you stay here, they can also give you a ride from the lounge down here or back. The food there is very good. They do have like 2 restaurants, one on the lower level and one on the higher level. They both have like similar vibe or similar aesthetic, but the one on the higher level, that's the rooftop one, requires you to have a minimum spend of 2,000 baht, and the one on the lower level requires for you to spend at least 1,000 baht. Both of them, they give similar vibes. So if you are really not sure that you would spend up to that amount, then you can stay at the lower level. To be honest, I stayed at the higher level because the food that I was going to order was going to cost as much, so I just stayed at the higher level. And it's so beautiful. If you stay in either of both, honestly, you get the best of both. The restaurants are overlooking the ocean, and it's so beautiful. If you go there at sunset, because they actually open at 5 p.m, you will also enjoy the view and the ambience. So definitely worth your time. While you're in Phuket, you might also want to do some shopping, or you might want to try out the street food if you didn't get to try it yet. They have different night markets here. You can go to the Indie Market or Phuket Night Market. Some of these markets are probably open only on weekends, and there's one that is open on Wednesday as well. So you should check them out. It's definitely worth your time. I didn't plan to shop here, but I did. I got some nice dresses, I got some pants, I got some casual wear. They are very cheap, to be honest, so it's worth it. For someone like me that spends or that brought Canadian dollars here, it's definitely worth it. But if you're coming from a country with lower income, it might not be worth it, where your purchasing power is almost the same thing as that in Thailand. But for me, it was worth it, and I enjoyed my time here. But if you don't want to, you can just do the street food. I had very delicious meals while walking on the street, so you should also check that out. And the last location in Thailand is Bangkok. Also, if you didn't get to do the temples in Chiang Mai, or you are just someone like me that likes to over-explore, you should also do the temple run in Bangkok. Again, temple run is not the actual name. I just gave it that name because like going to multiple temples is like temple run, you know, that running thing. The most popular temple in Bangkok is definitely Grand Palace. You get to see the Emerald Buddha, but let me tell you, it is very touristy. The number of people you are literally walking into people's feet when you go there, except you go very early in the morning. But I got there around probably 11 a.m. and it was already packed. So if you can probably avoid, I would say you should. But if you want to, I know that you would hear this, but you would still want to go there, that's fine. Just try as much as you can to go very early in the morning. Then within a walking distance, you can also visit Wat Pho. Wat Pho temple is also very nice. It is where you would see the reclining Buddha, and it's just so beautiful. That Buddha is very big and huge. The feet alone I don't know the height, I don't know the length of it, but it's very beautiful, and it's very tall. While in Bangkok, you also want to go to Icon Siam. This is like a mall that has like a combination of everything. They have different stores on the top level, and on the lower level or the bottom level, you would see like a market that has different vendors with street food. So many vendors here, and you can enjoy the street food in Bangkok to the fullest. This is probably where I would suggest you enjoy your street food, because you get the best of both. You walk around the mall, and outside or behind the mall, there is also like a lakefront there where you get to see like different boats taking off. You can also do the long tail boats right there, or you can take a regular boat to the other islands, which is like River City and other places in Bangkok. Next, you should do the Mahanakhon Skywalk. It's the tallest building in the whole of Bangkok or Thailand, and it's definitely worth it. You get to see like the view of the whole city. Take a look at, you can walk on the transparent glass as well, or do the glass walk. It is really nice. You should definitely check it out. You can get the combination of different packages. There are some that allows you to do like a photo shoot. There's also the one that allows you to do just the sky ride. They come at different prices, so I did just the sky ride and it was really nice too. Are you in Bangkok if you don't go to the railway market? You should definitely check out the railway market, where the trains are literally going through the market, where the vendors quickly pull down their stores and the train goes by, then they set it back up literally within few minutes. I didn't get to see the train go by, but I've seen a lot of videos about it and I really wish I did. But you should check out the train times before going there. Or you can also do it with all of these travel packages that you find on Get Your Guide or Airbnb Experiences. To be honest, that is what I should have done, because it is very costly for you to go to this railway market on your own. I don't think it's worth going there alone. You should definitely go with a trip or with a group. It's more cheaper that way. Most excursion packages combine this with the Diminon Sedwak floating market. I know I butchered the name, but it's what it is. You should definitely check out the floating market as well. It's a combination. Most times it's usually a combination with the railway market, and it's so beautiful. It's worth it. There are different food vendors selling their wares on the floating market, which I think it's just pretty interesting. You might want to try them out, you might not, but I mean, it might be worth giving it a shot if you'd like. But you should definitely go there to take the long tail boats while you are in that market. And lastly, you could do a day trip to Ayutthaya Old Temples. Ayutthaya is a city that is quite far or quite a distance from Bangkok, but there are trains that go there, and there are travel companies that also offers day trips to go there. You can book that and do the temple tour. It is usually like these older temples that they give a different vibe from the rest of the temples that I saw in Thailand, so you should check it out. I didn't get to do the day trip because I didn't book ahead, and by the time I called to book, the bus was literally going to leave like in 15 or 20 minutes, so I couldn't make it. I had to cancel. But yeah, if you can, I definitely recommend you should check it out. I wish I was able to, but if you're able to, I love that for you. Let me know if you enjoy watching these videos. Please give it a thumbs up and check out the rest of my videos about my Thailand experience, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.